Hey Sagittarius, what is going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy via the tarot, astrology, and any other channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it. Happy day. We are on the tail end of Aries season. It's kind of been a little rough, right? Like, even though we've been in a fire season, we've been experiencing a lot of the water element, which really just enlivens, heightens emotions, feelings, feeling all the feels about stuff that's just not working out, that's just not working in our favor. And kind of coupled with that fire energy of Aries season, it can make things a little bit intense. We also had that full moon in Libra, which highlighted partnership, relationship dynamics, places where there are a lot of disconnects. And Mercury and Venus have been in retrograde. They've since gone direct. So, and we're about to move into Taurus season, Earth energy. It's kind of absorbing a lot of that water, that emotion that we've been feeling. And it's starting to give us an opportunity to feel more inspired, especially on a creative level of how we can actually understand, recognize the disconnects, make changes and adjustments accordingly, and then bring it into real time, i.e. how your life is actually playing out. And it is a little difficult. The downside of Taurus energy is it does force us to work with what we have, and it can also be a little bit stubborn. So there are some challenges around it, but if we commit, if we stay focused, there's a lot of good potential on the horizon. That's why I like to start off with these energy cleansings, just kind of set the tone, set the vibe for the reading, cleanse out any block, limitation that we might be coming into. It's a really great time to set your own intention as well, especially if you've come into this reading with something on your heart, on your mind, something you would like Spirit to deliver messages to you around. Definitely give it over, be open to receive. It's a great way to personalize these collective readings. And I also do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing, wellness services. Readings are one of them. If you want me to look at your specific situation, how it's faring, where it's headed, etc., definitely hit me up. Or if you are just looking for more of a rebalancing of self, mind, body, soul, feeling grounded and supported in who you are and what you think and what you feel, etc. I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultations. When we're operating from that space of feeling good and strong and empowered in who we are, we're better apt to choose things that bring us happiness and fulfillment, which we all deserve. We all deserve to be happy and fulfilled in this lifetime. So definitely hit me up if you're interested in any of my services. I would totally be honored and love to help support in whatever way possible. All the info to get into contact with me, Sagittarius, is in the description box below. All right, with that, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being, so we may see and understand the messages clearly and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love. Mama Love. Amen. All right, blow it off, clean it up for a second, excuse me. All right, Sagittarius. So as we were moving through this, I'm kind of feeling there's something you're trying to not force your agenda, but you're trying to move through quicker than maybe what is good for you. Not even good for you, but I feel like Spirit's just basically saying slow down. You're kind of just wanting to be a little bit further ahead or more progressed in a situation, in a dynamic, than what you actually are. But honestly, the key right now, especially with how like Mars has been aspected, etc. Mars meaning like our action potential, how we're moving things forward. Yeah, 100%. How change is happening. We want to make sure that we're doing this step by step and not necessarily like jumping the gun on anything. And that's where I feel like Spirit's really encouraging you to just slow down a little bit. It doesn't have to be a snail's pace, but I do feel like there is something or someone that you're missing out on, because it's almost like escaping the emotion. You don't really want to feel. You don't really want to deal with the harder stuff, rightfully so. None of us do. It's hard to face those things head on. It looks like you were in a situation, a dynamic that really provoked a lot of feelings, and maybe even things that you hadn't thought about in a long time, or something triggered something else that you kind of thought you were done and over with. And it doesn't really look like that's the case, you know? And I feel like maybe because of some of the reactions, some of the emotional repercussions of whatever this has been, it's messed with you. It's messed with your life. You know, you're feeling a little bit put down is what it looks like this week. Or I don't know, like I said, if you're rushing ahead, if you're pushing ahead too aggressively, it's not going to work in your favor, i.e., you're going to get caught intertwined with something that really just is more of the past. It's more of the old, because right now, your quote unquote bright future is in your blocked energy. Everything is going to be fine. A bright future is ahead of you that's filled with success and abundance. That's being blocked. And you're ending in this space of still feeling heartbroken and sad and disappointed about whatever this is from the past. And no judgment, no shade. There's a reason this is coming up. There's a reason that Spirit wants you to feel your feels. Dealing with the duality of life, of people, is never easy. People, situations, etc. But there also is this call to adapt, right? To adapt to what the reality is. I'm hearing it's like, feel your feels, but don't get lost there. And it's very easy right now to get lost in those spaces. Number one, that water element has been super enlivened, so that's annoying. Like, thankfully, as we're moving towards Taurus season, we're finding a little bit more grounding and support, i.e. that earth energy, like I was talking about earlier. But right now, the fire is heightened, so it's just kind of pissing us off. And you are a fire sign. We have fire element as your first card, the Ace of Wands. So it's just like, I feel like a lot of what you're trying to make happen is more off of brute strength and force, or just like forcing your agenda maybe to some capacity. Don't hate me for saying that. I'm not throwing shade to you. You even look like that though with the Seven of Wands. It's like, I can do this. I can make this happen. I love the belief in yourself. Go for it, Sagittarius. I agree 100%. But I don't know. I think like the easiest route to manifestation is recognizing there's both action and surrender. Meaning there's times to like make something happen, and then there's times to just like relax and chill and have fun. Gemini energy, as much as it is about duality, is also like fun and lively and, you know, energetic, etc. So it's adapting some of that into your current circumstances, because something does feel a little bit rigid. Maybe this is not necessarily coming from you, but this is something around you. You're taking it personally as well, as what I'm seeing, and I'm not harping on you, Sagittarius, but it's like what it's showing is someone's kind of meeting you with how you approached them. And this could have been where some of this emotion came out in a way that maybe had you been a little bit more grounded, etc., it wouldn't have manifested that way, but it did, right? Sometimes we can't control the emotion as even controlled of people as we think that we are. Sometimes, you know, whatever, it's the pressure cooker. And it looks like, I don't know, like, I feel like you're gaining some level of awareness, you're gaining some level of clarity, which feels a little bit hard for you. There is this element of you feeling oppressed but also like someone not, I don't know, like I feel like someone's trying to offer you something, but for some reason it's just not clicking. It's just not connecting with you, you know? And I think that's hard for you. There's something about this that feels maybe counterintuitive, or like, I don't know, like I'm sorry, don't hate me for saying this, but like I'm almost saying it's like missing the mark. Like you're missing a piece of information. And I think this piece of information is very important. And honestly, I'm not seeing this as something that you don't have access to, Sagittarius. I feel like you actually do. But I feel like you're kind of getting lost in something else. Maybe misconstruing someone or something's approach, or maybe like, because it looks like someone's kind of meeting you, like I said, like you offered this, well, they're offering the same type, right? The same level, the same degree as to which you offered them. And that's where it feels a little bit offensive to you. Like, again, I'm seeing this as a disconnect. I'm seeing that it's not headed in a great direction, because there is there is some sadness, you know, on the other end of it. And I don't know that like I don't necessarily see that like someone was intentionally trying to do someone wrong or etc. It might just be as simple as lack of communication, a disconnect. But whatever it is, it's like you're just kind of in protection mode. I feel like whatever has happened, whatever did kind of challenge this emotional struggle in the past, you're at this point where like you're not ready to open up quite yet. You're not ready to open up to other people, other situations. And so you're going to move in this way this week where it's just like, you know what, I got to do what's best for me. And sometimes we have to do that, Sagittarius. It is bringing change, however, just so you know. I feel like you're already seeing that, because like whatever this person's situation is offering you, it doesn't feel like enough. You don't feel like it's enough for whatever reason. Like I said, there is a disconnect. You're feeling like you have to do it all by yourself. It feels overwhelming. Maybe you didn't even realize to what capacity it was going to look like this. And that's where this Four of Pentacles energy is coming in for you, this need to self-protect. I don't know, but I think at the same time, like I said, you're missing that key piece of information that's going to kind of help fill in the gaps. And it does look like for all intents and purposes, whatever it's worth, this person's situation wants to communicate 100%, the orator, communication and confidence. And I think actually like having a heart to heart is going to reveal a lot, but I don't know that you also like what it reveals, because whatever's coming through around it feels a little bit like, not that you've been bamboozled, but it's a little bit out of left field. Maybe you feel like something should have communicated beforehand, like maybe they waited too long. 100%, the runaway secrets, running from problems, like someone didn't address the issues. And so it feels like you weren't even 100% clear, 100% aware, you know? But this is also the result, the cause and effect, the sleeper of how some of these emotions are affecting you, right? Like when we can feel so justified in our approach and what we do, etc. But there is this value of like backing it up a little bit, trying not to burn bridges, trying to find a little bit more harmony and balance with how we work in our relationships to get to the ultimate end result, right? This isn't something where it's like, this is toxic, run away from it, Sagittarius. This is more like something that had not, I don't even want to say potential, but it was working in a way that was actually quite beautiful. And maybe some of that was not recognized. And so it's kind of made a mess of things. And I think those are being highlighted. And here's the thing, it's really disappointing. It's really disappointing. But remember, eventually the wheel turns. Eventually, when we see what we need to see, when we learn our lessons, it really helps keep that wheel of karma moving. and brings us into new beginnings, new cycles, and then learning how to do it better the next time around. So a little heavy, but that's kind of how they've all been this week. I apologize, but I hope it helped. I hope you found messages that resonated here for you, Sagittarius. Definitely drop comments below if you did. I love to hear, or just say, hey, share in a little love, little TLC. I so appreciate all the love, all the support that you bring to the channel. No, I'm sending it back your way.